2016. What a year that was. I started the year off in a foreign country, almost 15,000 kilometers away from home, surrounded by my family and thousands of other strangers who probably didn't even speak the same language as me. It was wonderful. The year ahead looked promising. 2016 was the year that really pushed me further than I'd ever been pushed before, with the consistent trials coming my way. I'd experienced so much more than I'd probably ever experienced in 1 year. I was pushed outside of my comfort zone consistently. I was corrected. I learned the reality of a lot of things. I probably cried more in the span of a year than I did in my entire life. All those things, while sounding negative, actually brought out so many amazing things too. I'd grown so much more as a person this year than I ever had before. I learned so much about myself. I learned what it really meant to have endurance. Last year, I'd experienced so many more firsts than I ever had. I'd flown down to Sydney by myself for the first time, attended all these conferences by myself. Not literally by myself, but I mean without family there at least. I developed all these close friendships, like friendships I've never had before. I'd lost some relationships. I restored relationships. I met up with old friends I hadn't seen in years. I started talking to this boy. I fell in love. I pushed myself multiple times to share my ideas with others, pushed myself to approach others first and get over my fear of doing so. I'd pushed myself to really be myself in all situations. I'd failed a class for the first time ever and am actually going to have to redo it this year. I'd taken a long road trip with a bunch of friends. I'd lost motivation for YouTube. I found my love for content creating, whether it be filming, editing, writing a 2,000-word management essay. Found out what it was like to be behind the camera for a change. I learned to love myself and love my body for what it is. Learned what it was like to feel all my anxiety all at once for a long period of time and have it consume me, have it cripple me. I'd also learned what it was like to deal with it in a proper way and to live with it. I had just experienced a year of what I like to think of as polar opposite experiences. I learned what it was like to have really close friends that you can go to, and I learned what it was like to isolate myself. I knew what it was like to follow God and follow Him wholeheartedly, and I knew what it was like to be distracted. I know what it was like to really apply myself in all areas, and I know what it was like to have that mindset of just wanting to get by. Through experiencing a taste of all these opposites, I now know what I want my 2017 to look like. 2017, yes, whilst it is about grabbing amazing opportunities that come your way, it's also about creating your own opportunities and creating the life you want to choose. Keep creating the life you want to choose. Create the friendships you want to build. Create the future you want for yourself with the choices you make now. If you want amazing opportunities to come your way in whatever it is you're doing, put yourself out there. I was pretty shook, to be honest, with how my 2016 ended, but I know that doesn't disqualify me from having an amazing year this year of 2017. So here's to a new year full of new experiences, creating the amazing relationships you want, creating new memories, learning more about yourself and the world, and constant growth. I'm so very excited to see what it is God has in store for me this year, and I cannot wait to embark on this journey.